Hello everyone. Today we will learn population inversion and pumping. In the previous lecture we studied the various processes involved in laser transition, and the process which is required for that laser transition is stimulated emission. Stimulated emission is a forced emission, as we studied. For that stimulated emission, the state in which atoms or electrons they are excited, that is not a normal excited state. As we already discussed, excited state, they are fixed. We never create these excited states. The lifetime of these excited states, that is fixed. That is 10 to the power minus 8 to 10 to the power minus 9 seconds. After that, if there is a electron or atom present in the excited state, they spontaneously emit the radiation and goes to the lower energy state. What for stimulated emission to takes place, we require a metastable state. So now what is the difference between the excited state and the metastable state? Metastable state are the traps. Traps mean, trap का मतलब आपको पता होगा, that is jar. Metastable state, they are the additionally created traps between the two states. When the atom or electron which spontaneously emit the radiations and goes to a jump to lower state, for some time they stay there in that trap, and the lifetime of that trap is larger as compared to the lifetime of the excited state. So now the excited state or trap having lifetime more than 10 to the power minus 3 seconds is known as a metastable state. So simply you remember, that is metastable state are the additionally created traps. They are not the excited state. They are the trap. They are additionally created and their lifetime is larger as compared to the normal excited. And we never, again I remind you, we never create excited state, but traps are created. And for stimulated emission, these traps, these metastable state are required. Lifetime we already discussed is the time spent by the electron or an atom in an excited state. That is normal lifetime of excited state is 10 to the power minus 8 to 9, and metastable, that is 10 to the power minus 3, larger as compared to the. For laser action, now remember, for laser action the excited state must have that a metastable state, otherwise there is no stimulated emission. Mean for that stimulated emission we first create that trap, and these traps, they are created once in 1,000 of the metals, liquids or gases when we studied. That is not a we pick anyone and then create that trap. That trap's creation is very difficult, and once that trap is created, then there is a possibility of stimulated emission, otherwise there is no stimulated emission. So now for that stimulated emission, population inversion, a very important phenomena that is required. So what is population inversion? As this name indicate, inversion. Inversion mean किस चीज को उल्टा कर देना. When we studied the energy level, we also studied at thermal equilibrium, the number of atoms or electron in the ground state are larger as compared to the excited states. Now population inversion is the process of inverting the population of two states. When the number of atoms or electron in the higher energy state are larger as compared to the ground or normal excited state, population inversion is achieved. But I mean, let us consider we have a 10 atoms or electron in the ground, and if more than 50% by some mean they jumps to the excited, mean कि when in the upper state there are 6 or 7 atom or electron and in the ground there is 4, then that population inversion is achieved. So now, what is that condition? The number of atom or electrons in the higher excited state is always greater than 50% of the atom or electron as compared to the lower energy state. And one thing that also clear, this population inversion is achieved between any two states. There is no condition that is population inversion is achieved between the ground and the first and the second. That is between any, between E3, E4 state, between E2, E1 state, between that is first excited or ground. Condition is कि more than 50% of the atom they are in the upper. Beside, चाहे वो दोनों excited state है, नीचे वाली स्टेट में नंबर ऑफ एटम और इलेक्ट्रॉन कम होने चाहिए, ऊपर वाली में हमेशा क्या होने चाहिए, ज्यादा होने चाहिए, तभी जो है वो लेजर ट्रांजिशन स्टिमुलेटेड एमिशन होगा, अदरवाइज नहीं होगा. हियर आई एम शोइंग यू द डायग्राम फॉर दैट पॉपुलेशन इन्वर्जन. वी हैव अ 3 states here: E1 ground state, E2 that is first excited, E3 that is second excited. Normal population thermal equilibrium, as I said. N1 be the number of atom in the ground, N2 number of atom in the first excited, N3 number of atom in the second excited. At thermal equilibrium, these are the atom: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So N1 12. E2 that is the first excited: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is N1 is larger, that is N1 is greater than N2, and in the N3 that is only 2, that is N2 is greater than N3. Now, if we want to achieve population inversion, then that population is inverted between any two states. Now, we supply some energy to the ground state atom or electron, and after that supplying energy, these atom they jumps to higher energy state. Now see in the second, in the E3 state, after supplying energy 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. In the E2 state, that is N2, that is 1, 2, 3. Now even that is higher, but population inversion, as I already told, that is achieved between any two states. Condition: in the upper number of atom or electron is higher as compared to the number of electron or atom in the lower. So here population inversion is achieved between E3 and E2 state, because N3 is greater than N2. So that is the concept of population inversion. And when this population inversion achieved, then there is a stimulated emission. Again I am showing you here a diagram. Population of state: N1 number of atom, thermal equilibrium E2, N3 that is less, N2 that is larger, that is the Boltzmann distribution curve, that is at thermal equilibrium. And when we supply the energy, the population becomes, that is in the N3 more as compared to N1, but in N2 that is larger as compared to N1. So population inversion is achieved between N2 and N1, that is first excited and the ground. This is the condition. This is the condition. Not in the N3 and N1. That there is a intermediate state N2. So when we check the population inversion, that is in the upper state, the number of atom is larger as compared to the lower energy level. For laser action, always remember now, first we require a metastable state, a trap, and for that stimulated emission after creating a trap, we require population inversion. Now how that population inversion is achieved? By pumping. Next is by pumping. कि population को invert कैसे करना है? By pumping. The process by which population inversion is achieved is known as pumping. The device which is used to provide the excess energy to ground state atom or electron. So they jump to excited state and population inversion is achieved, is known as pump. A common device which we used to uplift the water. पानी को हमने कहीं भी अपलिफ्ट करना है तो हम पंप यूज करते हैं. तो पंप क्या करता है, नीचे से पानी को अपलिफ्ट करेगा ऊपर. उसी तरह अगर हम कोई डिवाइस यूज करते हैं और एटम्स को ग्राउंड स्टेट से कहाँ ले जाते हैं, एक्साइटेड में, तो उस डिवाइस को बोलेंगे पंप. और जो वहां पे प्रोसेस है जिसके द्वारा हमने क्या किया, नीचे से ऊपर ले गए एटम को, वो है पंपिंग. तो नाउ वी हैव अ वेरियस टाइप ऑफ पंपिंग techniques which are used in different type of laser. First is optical, second is electric discharge, third is inelastic atom-atom collision, fourth is chemical reaction, fifth is direct conversion. So now we start with the optical pumping. As name indicate, optical mean light. If population inversion is achieved by light, light is incident on a medium and the electron which are present in the medium, they absorb that light mean photon, and goes to the excited state. So this is the optical pumping. Now as I said, only electron they are activated by the light, so that is used in shrouded laser. Example is ruby laser. This is the diagram of ruby laser. A helical glass tube in which xenon gas is filled. When electric current is flowing through, gas get ionized, start emitting light. That light is incident on the ruby crystal, and in the ruby crystal chromium ion they get excited. So this is the first type, by light. Second is electric discharge. Electric discharge mean flow of electrons or electric current through a gas. Electric discharge is employed in case of gas medium. In this method of pumping, electric discharge act as an energy source. A high voltage electric discharge is passed through the laser medium or gas. The intense electric field accelerates the electron to high speed and they collide with the neutral atom in the gas and excite them. That is employed in the helium neon laser, gas laser. Helium and neon, a mixture of two gases filled in a discharge tube, and then the two end of that discharge tube connected to a power supply, and when a potential difference of several thousand electron volt is developed across the ends, the gas get ionized, and due to that formation of ion, they collide with them and get excited. This is the second process. Third process is inelastic atom-atom collision. Inelastic atom-atom collision pumping, that is followed by this electric discharge. When there is an electric discharge, then atoms of that electric discharge, they collide with them and impart their energy to themselves by inelastic collision. So that is followed by the electric discharge method. Same, after electric discharge, there is an inelastic atom-atom collision. Helium neon laser, in which this process is used. Second is, now fourth is chemical pumping. In chemical pumping, there is a chemical reaction which takes place and population inversion is achieved by the energy which is liberated during that chemical reaction. For example, hydrogen and fluoride. When they combine, there is a formation of hydrogen fluoride ion, and this HF laser, that population inversion is achieved by chemical reaction. And last is direct conversion. In direct conversion, utilized in semiconductor laser, direct a PN junction diode that is connected to a battery in forward biasing. When there is a forward biasing, then that is the diagram, P and N. In the P there are holes, in the N there are electrons, and between P and E there is a depletion layer. Recombination of electron and hole takes place there. When we connect the P to the positive terminal, positive, hole are positive, they are repelled. N negative, cathode negative, they are repelled. When these hole and electron they are repelled, they cross the barrier, reach the depletion layer, and in the depletion layer they recombine and there is a emission of a photon.